TinkerCAD tips. So I recently had a follower reach out and DM me asking a question about how he could take a design that looked like this over here, and if there was a way to taper it so that it would look like this over here. Well, the simple answer is there is no way to just click on an object and make the top taper in or out. However, we're going to use the Extrude Sketch tool and use that for its tapering feature. Let me show you how that's done. Let's delete this here. Let's move this one off to the side. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get an outline of this shape that we can use as a template for our Extrude Sketch tool. So I'm going to take this object, I'm going to grab it here, I'm going to lower it below the work plane. I want to get an SVG of this outline, this shape. And in order to do that, I want an SVG of this, and to get that, it's going to be whatever intersects the work plane. So I have that lowered below the work plane there. I'm going to click on Export. I'm going to choose SVG. And when the dialog pops up, I'm just going to leave the name as it is here. I'm going to click on Save. Okay, let's go ahead and drop this back to the work plane here. And for now, let's just move that out of the way. Now, I want to bring that SVG back in. So I'm going to click on Import, choose a file. There it is there. I'm going to click on Open. I'm going to click on Art. Click on Import. There's our imported shape there. Now what I want to do is I'm going to use this as an outline for using the Extrude Sketch tool. So I'm going to take Extrude Sketch here. I'm going to drop that over here. I'm going to zoom out, and what I'm going to be doing is drawing around these shapes. Now, part of this I'm going to fast forward through because there's a lot of these to do. And if you've never used Extrude Sketch before, this would be a good opportunity to come and learn it. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to change my snap grid to off. I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to drop a dot here. And I'm going to change the mode to number 2, which is this over here. Create Bezier curve. I'm going to put my second dot over here, about in the middle, and I'm going to hold down the left mouse button, and I'm going to basically pull this until I follow that curve. And then I'm going to let go. And I'm going to come over here, click on this. Now, right now, if I have this highlighted, I can come down here. You can see the width of that is 2. I want to make that a little bit wider. Let's call it 2.5 millimeters. Let's make this, let's make it 2.75. Got to click on that again. Sometimes it can be a little fussy. .75, and I want to click over here, and I want to make the ends of this round. Now, in order to make this a little quicker, I'm going to select this. I'm going to do a Control-C to copy it, Control-V to paste it, and I'm going to simply just use the cursor keys here to move that over to the next space. I'm going to keep duplicating that and work my way around. Move it down a little bit. There we go. I can move over. I can do the same thing again. Control-V. Let's drag this over here, make it a little quicker. There we go. And I'm just going to work my way around. So I'm going to fast forward this until I get all the way around. Now, once you're all done drawing all of those sections, it'll look a little like this. I'm going to go ahead and click on Finish Sketch. And it'll look like this. I'm going to change the height of this here. We'll increase the height of this. I'll move this magic slider over here. And if I can double click into this, there we go. I'm going to change it to 100. Let's zoom out a bit. I'm going to go ahead and grab this bottom here. This was the SVG that we brought in, and we're going to reuse that here in just a moment. So there's our sketch there. Now what we can do with this sketch, over here we have these parameters, top scale, base scale, etc. So base scale is still at 100. I'm going to take top scale, and I'm going to move this slider over just a little bit. And you see it starts coming in. There we go. All right, now this has no bottom, so let's make a bottom up for this. Let's take this SVG over here. I'm going to go ahead and change the fill mode of that to silhouette. I'm going to change the height of it to 2 millimeters. Let's do a quick alignment. So I'm going to shift select the sketch part of it. We're going to click on alignment or L on the keyboard. I'm going to click on the sketch to make it the master. I'm going to click that way and that way. Now if we zoom in, the bottom here, that sketch at the bottom is a little bit wider, so we're going to reduce that by a bit. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to reduce this side by 2 millimeters. 146.41, this side 67.67. Perfect. Let's select the two of those. We'll align again in this direction and in this direction. There we have it. There's our bottom. We can select the two of those. We'll union group those together. And now that it's union grouped, it'll look like that. Let's go ahead and change the color to yellow to make it a little bit easier to see. We have our bottom in there. We have our taper at the top. Now, one interesting thing that I wanted to show you here as well. One of the features of that Extrude Sketch, not only can we taper it, but we can add a twist. So you could even make something like that. So, there you have it. That's a quick way of taking an object, doing a little bit of Extrude Sketch work, and then using the taper and twist features of Extrude Sketch. Happy tinkering. See you on the next one. As always, like, follow, repost, and drop me a comment.